All right. Good evening. I hope people are well. I hope my sound is working. Let's see. It is. All right. I can mute myself here and get to painting. Oops. I want to do that. So I'm going to hopefully start wrapping up this model because I have until really Sunday to get it done. So that means the next stream is going to be the finale of this mini, regardless, come hell or high water. So I did do a little work on it off stream where I actually lightened up the antlers, and I'm basically going back over them and kind of blending things in. What else do I want to do? It's almost done. There are a couple things I discovered when looking at this and looking at pictures of this. There's a froggy right here that I'm going to have to do, and that people have been painting up these little things here as mushrooms as well. And the things I kind of wonder if they were stones or mushrooms. Apparently they can be painted as mushrooms as well. So I hope everyone's having a great evening. I'm having a pretty good evening. Hey, I'm here painting, so that's always a great evening. I said apparently people are lurking tonight. As long as you're hobbying, lurk away. Or working or whatever. So I just looked up some low to the ground mushrooms. So I think I'm going to paint this. I mean, to me, it's not the same as that. Let's face it, they are very, very low. I said they're low to the ground. They're very, very short. So I'm going to probably paint them up. I saw one. I went to my phone to look up Google Images. Oh, fine. Close, you silly thing. And I kind of found. Let's see if I can put this. Nope, that was not it. Actually, these were kind of nice. So I just found these, which I think are kind of nice. So they're kind of purplish. So I think I'm going to go with something like that. The reddish purplish. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my purple color I've been using with this Pharasma purple. And I kind of like orange and red in there. I think I'll mix a little bit of, I'm just debating what I want to mix in with this. Definitely think I'm going to put some orange tones in this too, but I want a red. But I'm thinking more like a darker red. Let's see. Hi, Kevin. There you are. It's good to see you this night. Starting out as a very quiet night. So how are you? So I said I'm going to try this Chilean wine. Although that is kind of purplish. I might want to actually take Chilean wine and add a little red to it instead of going full purple. Oops. Also testing my palette here. Well, instead of spilling, I forgot paper towels. Thankfully, I have paper towels here. Left the house for the first time in a weekish. Well, why have you been stuck at home? Are you still working at home? And you're still working remotely? Because I'm kind of jealous. Actually, no. I'm happy working at work, but work is, oh my lord. I've been saying it's been a beast. Well, my supervisor's out again because reasons. So I'm busy basically, and they're good reasons. But unfortunately that means I'm stuck with all the work again. I mean, I'm pretty good at what I do, you know. When you've been doing the same thing forever and ever and ever, you tend to be very good at it. And if you're not good at it, well, then there's a problem. But there is such a thing as a limit on how much even I can do. I'm not Superwoman. Gareth! Hey, so maybe you're the third. Oh, nope, you're the fourth. How are you, Gareth? Are you ready for your stream tonight? And by the way, before I went on here, I went and took some pictures of a certain commission that I have been working on. I'm being coy about it, so you might be able to guess what it was. Hey, Jake! Hey, Jake, how are you? And thank you. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. So I've determined those things I thought were rocks look like rock. Yes, yes, the Star Wars commission for the Goblin King. It is done. So I've determined that these two little things are indeed mushrooms. These things are kind of, I thought looked like rocks. I'm painting them as mushrooms. Yep, so I got pictures of of my Star Wars Legion guys. It's completely done. All I really no, they're not up yet. I'm gonna show my client the pictures before I show all of you. But I just wanted you to know it's done. I'm so happy. They're actually sitting in here. Maybe I'll give you a sneak peek, but maybe I'll give you a sneak peek on the stream. They're actually sitting right across the table from me. Because I have a light box, so I'm gonna add a little orange into these mushrooms. Sort of taking a bit of inspiration from that picture I just found that I just put on here. I don't know if that's working at all. So, Jake, how are you, by the way? And how are you, Gareth? Is everything good? Kids up or in bed yet? And Jake, your spirit of the forest is coming out good too. So, as for mine, I'm gonna call it done no matter what on Saturday. By the way, tune in to the next stream, by the way, because I'll be finishing this guy. More or less. I may go back and do some retouching of things and such too after the fact. Basically, I want it as a competition piece. And so I might want to smooth some stuff out. As I said, you guys joined in a little later, so I took in one of the things I did off stream because I got to start cranking it out off stream is I basically painted the antlers. I lightened them up a bit from the rest of him. And I also made some discoveries that apparently right in here, those are actually some mushrooms there that are probably I'm going to paint like these guys. And these, as I mentioned, are actually are mushrooms too. And what the hell else? There was, oh, and of course, well, I mentioned the frog. Mushrooms, mushrooms. Badger, 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 badger. Mushroom, mushroom. Hi, V. There, I got it right. So I don't have to say your name. Hi, V. How are you tonight? The pink, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it pink. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yes, happy Wednesday. Better than Monday. I was snuggling with a puppy, and now it's time to computer. Oh, it's always good to snuggle with a puppy. I kind of wish I had a puppy, but, you know, where we both work, it just doesn't seem to be very fair to the puppy, so we do not have a dog. Rod! Hi, Rod. Oh, everybody's making their way in here. Hello, Rod. How are you tonight? I hope your week's going well. I was gonna say you've been doing the Goblin Paint Challenge, so you've been doing a good job. Good luck on your journey, by the way. I'm trying to think who else is doing it. Well, Gareth is all done with it. He's like me. You know what? It's worth it in the end, 'cause purple tag. You know, get that purple tag in there. That just makes it totally worth it. Oh my god. And well, you're welcome, I think. I don't know if you'll thank me at the end of 56 weeks of painting, you know, mini painting. But keep in mind, you do not have to do 56 consecutive weeks. You can take breaks. I took a very long hiatus, just because I got so busy with commissions that I couldn't. But it's worth it. It's worth it in the end to definitely finish. But don't be afraid to take a break here and there. Don't think you have to do it. That's... Then again, I'm trying to do a 365, so that's what made it easier doing the 365. Oh, it's a Michelle! Hey, Mish! Guess what I bought? And it's so awesome you got one of those gifted subs that Gel Tab gifted, so I could get another freaking emote slot. Wait, that's a different moist. There's a moist one I put in here too, actually. I say, where'd you get those? Oh, you made Michael some moist ones! Well, you know, I got a huge kick out of the, it's great. I know. I realize my wording is a little small. I may have to go back to it, but that's really cool. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. But yeah, now Michelle, you get both of them. Because you got a gifted sub, so you unlocked the one on this channel too. So and thanks to Gel Tip, I've unlocked another slot. So for another emoji slot. What I think I'm gonna do for the bits ones, I might actually use similar emojis, but I might put a bits, like a little bit symbol on it, so people will know that that's how you earned it. I'm so excited, but you know, I was excited that people that had had my emoji were using it in Michael's chat the other day. So I'm so happy. Oh, by the way, also I'm happy you uploaded this one without any issues. Because I remember you had some issues uploading his thing initially. Yeah, it has to be. Oh my god, it's really kind of annoying. Like with me, I use Illustrator, and every time I save my emotes at 112 by 112 pixels. At least I think it's supposed to be pixels. And it always changes the size on them, and then I can never upload them. So I have to go through Illustrator and make them. Yeah, exactly. I have to basically make the I have to go run it through Photoshop to make it the right size. It's like, come on, really? And thank you so much for the bits, Rod. Although you said you should go use the soundboard. I mean, they're not, they're not 100, but then you could get like 5 of them. Because I have bit sound effects. But I always appreciate anything anyone ever gives me on this channel. I'm amazed that actually anyone would give me anything. You guys are awesome. Fine, Gareth. Yeah, there's no Pete the Hydrator around because he's overseas. Okay, you moist freaks, stay wet and paint on. Work comes. Oh, I wish you weren't going so soon, but no, that's fine. I'm so glad you dropped in. Let's see, Kevin, I give you a hard time. Does that count? Bah, you don't give me that hard time. Michelle, yes, you use Photoshop. No, it's not the same thing as Photoshop Illustrator giving me a hard time. You have to use Photoshop to add font text anyway, so I resized there, but the initial canvas is squared out for any furniture. Yeah, it has to be a square. I mean, you can make that square blank. I mean, so, keep the background blank, but the square still has to be. And I said I learned a lot. Believe me, I learned a lot doing the subscriber badges. Because it was a very frustrating afternoon trying to load those things in. And they wouldn't load. Hey, ya bunny! Next project is Goblin Moi. Goblin Moi? What is a Goblin Moi? So how to get the bits to the bitch cheer on the PC? It's under the... Oh my gosh, I am a loser because I've been there. I don't remember. I can look it up. I can go to my... Because I won't bump off myself. I go to the creative dashboard. What was it under? I think it's under viewer rewards. No. Shoot. Where was it under? It's under emotes. Yeah, okay, so basically your bits are right underneath the subscriber emotes, and that's under the creator dashboard under viewer rewards. And look where it says emotes. I think he was looking to upload it, so that's where you upload them. Wow, I see I have 11 people on. Wow. By the way, I'm going to tell you guys something. I am so kind of sad. Although I have enough VIPs that I can hand out a few more. But we were one Goblin Me. Oh, okay. Oh, that's Goblin Moi. Oh, that's cool. I can't wait to see what you do. My next one's going to be Inspiration. I actually have it started, but I have to finish it. And I just haven't had time at work. I was bitching about work. Just work. Yeah, work. My supervisor's out again, but not her fault, and for very good reasons. But it's just the way it is. So I'm not mad at her or anything. It's just tough right now. So, but here was the kicker. So so basically to unlock anything here, bits, emotes, not bits, thank you for so much for the bits, Michelle. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna put a moist one on there that bits can unlock, and I'll just put the little bits diamond on it. Let's see, what else? God, thanks for the bits. Great, you guys are causing me to lose my train of thought. Chicka. It's derailing. I was talking about emotes. I was talking about bits. Shoot. It's gone. Lost. It's gone for good. This is what happens. I'm getting senile in my old age.
Grab some water, refill those clips, and let's get back out there.
All right, I'll do that. Oh, it's anonymous again. All right, I wonder who's lurking. Oh, I remember saying, sure. So how I never realized this until after I started streaming, just how many of the things that you unlock on this. Shut up, Kevin. How many things do you unlock on this? It's actually the audience that unlocks it. They're incentives for you to throw money or channel points or whatever at the stream. And I never knew this until I started streaming. So, like for VIPs, although VIPs is not so hard. VIPs, I have to have 15 people talking at once. And when you know it, I had 14 people on the last stream. I was one away from unlocking some more VIP slots. And then I'll hand them out like candy, right? Like money. Still gonna figure you out. If I feel like actually figuring you out. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish up these mushrooms. The ones I looked at, they had a little bit of orange in them, and they had some purples and a bit of red. So I'm kind of trying to put those colors all in here. But keep it smooth, because we like smooth. Smooth. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the 5-minute sound effects. So be warned, if you try to play any other sound effects, they're not gonna work. I don't think. But it's a tavern. I had to have a tavern music thing. And so far, we have played it, and so far YouTube hasn't caught up with it. So I'm hoping it's just, it's free to use music. Unfortunately, the sax music was not free to use music, and I had to take it. I got basically a notice on YouTube saying, we're gonna mute your stream during that point, and I really don't want that. Although, hey guys, those of you who upload stuff to YouTube, just FYI, there is a beta where they are actually just weeding out the music and not your voice. So, there's that. You have 3,000 inspiration points. So, think of D&D. Well, I have give inspiration to the party on there too, I think. I think I have it for inspiration points. Alright, so I did the mushrooms at the top. So I paint them like, I think it's a porcini. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. That was what I originally looked up. And I found out something better. I think I want to add, I'm going to go back and add a little more purple to it. Oh my god. Yeah, I found you build up channel points really quickly. That's why I tried to give you guys something to spend them on. Because you do build them up so fast. I mean, I've basically got channel points coming out of my ears for, all the other channels I follow. Well, you played something that said 5 minutes in it. It does warn you. I did not change the title of any of the sound effects. I think you can, but I did not change the title of any of these sound effects. Alright, that's good enough for that. So now I gotta try to remember. I know it was yellow-brown, so I'm gonna try to remember how I painted these, because I'm gonna go back in here and I want to paint these pretty much how I painted that. I mean, you can cheer and things like that. It's just that nothing on the soundboard will work. I find out the 5 minutes goes by fast enough. Of course, I have channel point things that don't actually, aren't sound effects. They're me being goofy or whatever. So let's color Or did I think actually I still have that paint on here. So don't forget, guys, if you have anything you want to share, I'm link friendly, so you can share as long as it's you know, appropriate to this channel. No nudes. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Get me banned. I'm trying to think of what else. But yeah, any links from anywhere, go ahead. I trust you guys. So where I'm looking for these other mushrooms is right in here. There's like a mushroom that's clinging to the tree. You know what though? If it's, you know what? If it's tasteful, Michelle, I mean, then again, I don't have this set to mature audiences only, so yeah, I have to be careful. Of course, anything I share with the class, I can review it before I turn on the actually, it's true. I don't have to share it. You can post links if you want. Just warn people, that's all. Alright. Hey, you can use sound effects again. It's over. Yeah, you can always just warn people. I just won't show it on screen. I'll go look at it, but I'll show it. You're a very good artist, so yeah. I was gonna say you could always put like a watermark or something through it. You could always post the Michael. You probably have posted it too, I would imagine. His all the artwork you've done for the Goblin King. Oh, well, okay. Well, that I can't help. links set for followers only. Oh, wait, I gotta do more of that. I gotta do the other parts. Of course, if you want to talk about any projects you're doing or any games you're playing, any characters or whatever you've created, I said I love to hear about that. I love all things geek. Although I do have one bit of kind of meat news, is the fact we were going to go to Gen Con, but I don't think we're going to go to Gen Con anymore because it just isn't enough to do there. Enough, let me rephrase, enough that I want to do there. Most all the stuff I like to do has been moved on to the online version because it's all Paizo stuff. I'm trying to think of what else. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's what the other is. So that's a cheer badge right there. That's what the other badge is. So let's see. I need to rim them with a little bit of rimming. Where's Rod to make comments about that? Basically, I'm painting the little white borders here. I feel like this is not yellow enough. But anyways, the next emote I throw in here is going to say, I had a couple of people who put their 2 cents in. It's going to be inspiration. It's going to be a little light bulb. I already got it drawn. It's a little light bulb with a multicolored in the middle. And I'm going to have it say inspiration somewhere on it. Probably, I'm still trying to figure out how large I need to make fonts on here. obviously larger than I thought because the moist one is a little small. Michelle figured it out though because I can read hers pretty well. So I may have to go back in. I don't have instant approval yet, so I think you gotta have an account and be affiliate for 60 days. I've been a bit over 30, so... Wait, no, I've probably been about 30. Don't include the time before. The before times. Damn it. Now I'm just like picking paint off my palette here that's already poured. Go a little more brownish. Made it large and colorful on purpose so it could be read. Yeah, I know. I intended to do that, but I mean, it is a little different. You know, it said it looks large on screen. Well, then again, it is 112 by 112, so it's sort of set at a size. But I may redo it and reload it on there. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow back into these. If I can get the paint off the brush. Of course, one other thing too, if anyone has any questions about what I've done, how I accomplished anything on here, let me know. I was very happy when they changed it. You have to load all three. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I had to do that for the subscriber badge, and there wasn't any way. But when I put the emote, that was really nice. That yeah, you didn't have. I just had to upload it once, and it resized it automatically. So my biggest problem is it keeps changing my sizes, and it doesn't stay square either in Illustrator. That was the other thing. Not only did it change it from 112 PPX, it also made it a rectangle. So Gareth said, "I'm totally in love with all my new Reaper minis. The ship is better than I thought it would be." I've got to open my ship. I've heard some things out there, issues from some people out there. I think even someone on our Goblin, one of the Goblins did, too, had some sort of an issue with his. I think it was a his. It's like, it's got me curious as to what mine actually looks like. I'm excited. I actually want to put that thing together, but I need a place to put it. Ooh, all right, let me take a look. Oh, cool. All right, so I'm gonna share it. So this is for a future new icon for the Goblin King for Michael Mortar. All right, so display and boop. I like it. I do like it. Is that a Scorpla portrait, Michelle? Nope, those are for my future. Oh, okay. Whoop. I'm like, switch that off. It's a good start, though. I totally dig her. It is awesome. So Gareth said about the ship, the bottom and top layer don't line up perfect, but something that can be fixed easily enough. I hope so. Oh, you totally need to make a Goblin Queen emote, Michelle. Scorpla absolutely deserves a Goblin Queen. I can't wait to see it either. That'll be awesome. Trying to make it more. It seems a little greenish. I was trying to make it a little more brown. Always known as the head goblin wrangler, too. I mean, I think we all drive her nuts. Yeah, she deserves one as a reward because we all drive her crazy. Alright, so let me put this back. I almost started painting again. Actually, I'm going to do this. Shut that off. There we go. Back to my work. Yeah, there you go. See? I did. I realized I was like I left it up and I was like, oh, starting to paint again. Forgot to turn that off. That's sort of why I the problem is because I have it up, Twitch goes in the background, so I'm not exactly seeing the right viewpoint to remind me that I need to shut it off. It seems more yellow than I want. Probably because of whatever I underpainted it with. There we go. But thank you for the reminder anyways. So Gareth, what are you working on tonight exactly for your stream for part 2 of the Goblin double feature? Unless you don't want to share. We'll try highlighting it a little bit. There we go. It's a happy little mushroom. You know, this is a happy little tree. Agent Callus from more Star Wars. How many more things do you have to paint for him, by the way? These are all for Michael too, right? It's like the Michael Mortar art stream. No, it hasn't happened yet. She goes, I did miss the goblin. By the way, Michelle, I think we're going to call it the Moist Goblin Threesome Extravaganza. I think we should put the moist in there, right? Just make it totally wrong. Quite a bit, and yes, they are. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. It's gonna say I know I believe Michael streamed. He streamed last Saturday in the morning with you, morning my time, with you, right, Gareth? Which I kind of wanted to see, but it was like too early. I think I slept through it. The Olympics are on, so I kind of get into I'm an Olympic junkie mode. You have at least 5 more units to paint up for him. Oh, man. He's threatening to send me more work, too, at some point. I'm like, I don't know if I want more work right now. So, basically where I'm at right now, now that I get this done, that's 1 unit thing off my desk. I have, I got a bunch of Necrons that I'm helping my friend DJ paint. And then I also have 20 Banshees. Sorry, I will catch that. I will respond to that in a minute, Michelle. Then I have like 20 Banshees to paint for somebody else. Although he's only giving to me 5 at a time, which is fine. That's our deal. He's been giving me 5 minis at a time for years. And then I just got an order for a whole bunch of. Hey, Kevin, you'll totally appreciate this if you are listening. Blood Ravens. Blood Raven Space Marines. I'm like, hey, I know how to paint those. I've been painting them for Kevin for a while now. It's going to be a huge order. I mean, it's like 31. There's like 31 infantry. You're just regular, run-of-the-mill Space Marines. Then there's chaplain, librarian, apothecary. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of vehicles, like 3 of the motorbikes, 1 of the bikes that has a sidecar. The attack bike, I think, is what it was. I think 3 dreadnoughts. Could be getting confused. 1 tank. And there's something else I am forgetting. But it's another vehicle. I don't know. He just said Blood Ravens. I will get more into more detailed explanations on colors from him when he drops off the entire mother load. So we might break it down into batches. So I won't break his bank account all at once, just over time. All right, let's see. Oh, you bet. Actually, I was definitely thinking of you when I was talking to him. Like, well, if I have any questions, I know I can go to Kevin. This is why it's important to look at your minis from all sides before you finish something, because like on this, I realized that this side of the mushroom is a little bit not blended in. So you want to blend it in. Yeah. I don't think so, actually. Believe it or not, I don't think he did see my Gabriel. I may have shown him later. But he was somebody who I have painted for in the past. So he just came to say, how much would it be? And I was like, are you sure you want to know? It's definitely the most mini. It'll definitely be the biggest commission I have ever done in terms of minis, in terms of... Aw, Michelle's lurking. That's fine, Michelle. I love you, even if you're lurking. Forever in our hearts. The sad thing is I don't remember what else I did for him. I've done a lot of commissions, so you lose track after a while who got what done. I remember yours because they're both related and part of your army. I'm basically just lightening up that petal of that flower. It was a little too dark, I think. Alright, and I'm going to go back over and I'm going to add a little bit more white because I think I lost a little, it's a little yellow there. These mushrooms don't have a lot of surface area on top, so there. Gareth says, plus I have a few other commissions from other friends to work on. Yeah, it's gonna say, I gave you pretty much my list. I also should have, actually I'll have another pair of minis I think they're coming in. And supposedly I have another friend of mine who's supposed to send me one too. Actually, it's a mutual friend of Kevin's and mine. But then again, we have a lot of mutual friends. It's Coventry Decor. She originally contacted me about painting something for her. I'm gonna have to poke her to get it, but or find out what if she's still interested. It wasn't that long ago we had the discussion, but all right. As I spin it around, trying to find anything else like that I might have missed. Of course, one of the things I like to do is I like to go online. It said Google Images is my best friend because I go online and I look for to see what things are. So like that's how I discovered those are actually like mushrooms in there, and figured out that maybe those people have painted those as mushrooms too. There was one that had a really good top-down view. Still like not thrilled about the blending on this mushroom. When you blend stuff in, you definitely want your paint to be very, I wonder if anybody's around, moist. Let's see, you want your paint to be this. I can use my own thing. There's a little
moist.
Moist. That's what you want your paints to be. You don't want them to be too dry, too thick. You want them to definitely be moist so that the edges are diffused. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do next. There is more to do. In fact, there's quite a bit more things I said. I mentioned I did highlight these and made them lighter. What I did was I actually blended, let's see, not bleached linen, but I blended like these bone colors from Reaper into the paint to make more of a mid-tone and a highlight. Wait, how did you do that? You got them both on there. How the heck did you get them both like that? Or did you just lined them up? That's how you did it. That's pretty clever though. That the two emotes work together. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't so much that, Gareth. I knew you were subscribing to both. That wasn't what I was saying. It was that how actually you lined them up perfectly so that mine is sitting literally right on top of the other one's head. It actually looks good together. I said I might redo mine and make the word moist a bit bigger. I feel like it's too small. Also, when I finish that little, when I finish the light bulb, I think I'm also going to put it in my inspiration point section. Unless I steal the D&D Beyond symbol for inspiration. I feel like that is something right there too. That could be a mushroom, but I'm going to have to do some research. Say Google, really, I can't say it enough. And I know I just did. Google Images really is my best friend. I think one of the things I was thinking I wanted to do was actually, I'm still on the leaves. I still feel like they're sort of blending in. And I want to have a little more variety. So now I said, I felt like I did disservice by not using the color leaf green on my leaves. See, look, it really is leaf green. And this is just one of the regular MSP paints. It's not a Pathfinder one. I bought this green triad. I really like their triads. I find they're very, they're helpful. They're a cheat. There's no real cheating in painting. That's all a lie. So I do like those. I'm going to leave those. What was the ones I was thinking? Maybe I'll do these. These look like... These look like leaves. You know what? I'm going to go with the dark color. So there's also pine green, which is a lovely shadow color for this. So I'm going to start with that. I want that my base. So one of the things I want to do, I want to highlight all the bark and everything and make it a little brighter. So I'm starting with the pine green. I like the way this color comes out, actually. That's really nice. Although one thing, I swear to God, on this thing, when I looked it up, and I looked at these three things here that look like leaves. I've seen somebody paint it, but most everybody, and they look different, they were mushrooms. Like they had more of a, they have more underneath here. Like these definitely look like leaves. They look like a curled leaf, you know, very flat. But in the ones I was looking at, and since this is the older model, I would think it would have matched. They were definitely mushrooms. So it was really kind of strange. But to me, they look like leaves. So I'm going with the fact that those three things are leaves. Actually, I'm pretty happy with those because I've got some yellow in it. So now I'm going to use a little leaf green on this section. Still that weird thing under his leg too that I'm not sure what to do with. And then last but not least for this triad, it's pale green is the light color. Which I also think I was using to highlight the moss. I'm going to use that to give this a little bit of a pop here. Along the edges. And once again, as I like to say, a light hand is, it's another one of those best friends. Have a very light hand and touch it up lightly. Alright, that was, I think I was thinking about this batch of leaves right there. Actually, I'm going to go to my smaller brush because I want to shadow this. I actually like the color well enough. I just want to shadow it a little bit. So I can get in here. I will admit the paint's been hanging on to the Mini pretty good. I haven't actually really knocked any of it off. If there's any little missing spots, it's because I missed them in the first go around. clean it up a little. With a little bit of the leafy green. Shut up. Shut up, Gareth. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Don't you dare say things like that. Because he's saying that now that I've said that's stuck on there really well, it will just fall off and flake off like snow. Don't say that. Please. That's your luck. Now I'll probably look later and find I knocked it off somewhere. He instigating this and instigating that. That's it. That should be your title. You're the instigator. Although there's nothing in my theory, there's nothing wrong with being an instigator, which I don't say things like that much. Much. There's the operative term right there. Much. I'm so proud to be an instigator. I didn't think I was that bad. You're definitely amongst the ranks of the goblin troublemakers. Come on, be proud of it. I am. I know I'm one of the goblin troublemakers. And so is Michelle, even though Michelle claims she's got a halo. But I think she must have stole it from someone. Okay, no spreading the word. I know they still see working on more. Oh, yeah, no, I promise. I promise I will not say a word. I can't wait to see it, though. The Goblin Queen definitely has earned one. Wait, she has to put up with Michael. Yeah, he's great. I wouldn't go and watch a stream all the time to pick on him if he wasn't so cool. That's right, devil horns. It's more fun anyways that way. Michelle has a good set of halo. Well, yeah, devil horns are definitely will hold up a halo. Although it's not hard to knock it off. Oh, there's a leaf right here I totally missed. Ah. So Gareth, when you watch this, when you watch me work or anybody else who's doing this challenge, do you actually find things that you know you missed? I'm wondering if between, all of us we'll actually paint every single element on here correctly, but it's going to be like, this person's missing a couple things and this person's missing a couple things and so on and so forth. Just nuts how much stuff is on this thing. There are times I love this piece, and there are times I go like, why did we pick this? because it's never going to be done. It feels like it's never going to be done. Sometimes in this, so he answered me, sometimes in this, some things I'll go back and get like that damn frog, and I'll just leave this. So you are going to paint the frog as a frog. Oh, damn it. I bet you, I don't know if Jake is still lurking. Because I wonder if Jake knows it's a frog. Because when we point it out, we actually do it as a frog, we're going to probably make some people very sad that they did not realize it was a frog. Because it's very hard to tell. Oh, so Jake, so I made a discovery the other night, because you think your dog ate what? I'm going to show you, because I know you're painting this. We've discovered when you flip when you flip it upside down, he's a lot easier to see, because I thought this little guy here was like part of the wood. So I was going to paint as part of the bark. But there's a frog right here on the tree. And you had to watch that stream. I mean, some people obviously figured it out, but oh my God. Fun fact about frogs, none of them are certified forklift operators. Why do you say that? That's wood. I'm also thinking I'm going to go back over the vines. You know what? If you painted it as a part of your bark, leave it. But I'm going to throw out the option there in case you want to go back and do it. Because when I looked at it this way, when I looked at it, you know, it just was sort of a bump that sticks out there. And I thought it was part of the tree. And I was going to originally painted the purple. Because it's true, funny has no bearing on painting them. True, it doesn't. But it's a fun fact. I mean, we could say that about a lot of things here. There's a lot of fun facts like that are, you know. Well, froggies really don't have opposable thumbs, so I don't think they could drive. Whatever the flower you have on the right shoulder, I love. I regret doing mainly the same mix of green on all leaves. Well, I mean, and there's a few of them too. There's that one. This one's got like a whole bunch of stuff in the middle too, so I just kind of made it, I made it more magenta-y. I think it works. But it's the only one like that. All the others have just like these bigger bumps that I made yellow. But I noticed they are all over the place. Some of them really blended. I painted. Yes, I know. Yeah, that's what I said. I mentioned it earlier, and I think you were still AFK, so to speak. That I think maybe between all of us, we'll actually paint. We'll have the combined elements and all our different ones that we will have painted the whole thing right. You know, like I found the frog, and someone else found a flower that I'm not seeing, or so. You know, you get the point. So like maybe between all of us, we'll have the whole thing painted. We'll have the whole thing done right, but it's gonna take a combined effort. Hi, honey. Everyone can say hi to my awesome hubby Joe. He just walked down here for I don't know what nefarious purpose. Aw, he's going to bed because he's got to get up at stupid early o'clock in the morning.
Moist.
People are saying hello to you, sweetie. Garrett and Jake, my roomie for ReaperCon, and Michelle. Oh! Oh my god, how can I forget to tell you guys this? So who has two thumbs and is going to be part of the Goblin Tank Top Brigade very soon? This person. Karen said, "Hi, sweetie, love you, miss you." Me! I just ordered, they actually put it on sale, and I'm like, well, if that was not motivation to order one, nothing will be motivation to order one. So I ordered one. It should be coming soon. I mean, it was on its way here like Sunday. But they had a thing for like 25% off. It's like I was going to order one anyways. And I'm like, well, that's even better. That's just good motivation. So yes, I will have my own. I'm getting it in black. I hope it fits. I actually went with a large. I hope it's not too big. Because I'm like, okay, guys, as you get older, your metabolism slows down. And you tend to put on weight. And it's actually, normal. At least I think it's kind of normal. And so I'm not skinny no more. Unfortunately. I feel like this is a little too blending in. So I'm going to try Bogger Green as my highlight. Maybe make it a little more blue. Yeah, exactly. Metabolism, it starts. I had much faster metabolism when I was a kid, and when I was probably until about 30. Then once I hit 30, it's all over. I used to. I mean, yeah. Don't hate me. It's not also being underweight is not really awesome either. But I used to be underweight for my height. 5'4" and 110 pounds. When I did track and field, because that was my sport, I actually put on 5 pounds. And then, of course, I lost it when I stopped running. I got, like, shoulder issues. I have, like, old person shoulder issues, and I've had for years. Even when I was, like, in college. So I used to run 5Ks because that was cross-country length. And I would get about to that third mile. It's 3.1 miles. And my shoulder would start killing me. So I stopped running after I graduated. I just sort of sucked it up and dealt with it. And then after I graduated from college, I basically stopped running. And I tried to pick it up a few years later, and it was the same friggin' thing. First road race back, get to the third mile, and my shoulder would start killing me. So, gave up. Let's see, Michelle says, your metabolism was fucking awesome until I had kids. Yeah, that will do it, actually, too. Used to be 99 pounds and couldn't gain for the life of me. Only after my first kid did I manage to keep weight and gain. Could eat like crazy, not so much anymore. I know. It's the same thing. It's the same thing here. I didn't have kids, though. I just hit 30. And I'm thinking that alone just, age did it to me. I like this color. I like this for a highlight. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to kind of use it to... These leaves stand out pretty good. I only want a little tiny bit, though. Really needed it for these leaves because they don't... These leaves were blending in. They needed some pop. That's it. I need a pop sound effect. So every time I say pop. So I have one other piece of upcoming exciting news. So, as I like to mention, I'm part of this Twitch D&D stream called Murder Hobo Inc. And we're actually running a virtual gaming convention. I haven't really brought it up here. I don't know why I didn't think to bring it up here. That was just me being stupid. But one of the things we're going to do, and I'm going to stream it on here, is we're going to have a mini painting smackdown. I haven't really thought of a good name for it, but basically there's going to be 4 of us. It's going to be myself and the Black Christie, who is, she's a friend of mine. They're all friends of mine. And the final 2 combatants are going to be Chris and Genevieve from CG Mini Painting. So, Christy and Chris and myself, we were all on the show at various points. So, it's 3 murder hobos and poor Jen. We're going to pick a mini. Yeah, they are awesome. And Christy's awesome painter. They're all awesome painters. Oh, it's too bad Mini Mommy's not around tonight. Because that's where I found Mini Mommy, was from Chris and Jen's stream. We're going to pick a mini. We're going to have 4 hours to paint it. And we're going to do it on, as I said, we're going to do it on, I'm probably going to stream it through here, and they're probably going to co-host. So you'll be able to pick it up on any one of our streams. And then we'll happen at the end of 4 hours. We're going to start it, I think I said, at noon Eastern time. And then we're going to paint till 4 o'clock. And then after that, we'll get pictures, and we're going to put a poll up on Twitter, and people can pick their favorite. And it's just for bragging rights and fun, and to represent the con. You can get tickets for this con, actually, if you want to play games. We have vendors, we have bands, we have... It's a virtual one. It's on this app called Topia, where you use you get a little meeple, so to speak. It's not called a meeple, it's called something else. Be a little guy that runs around on the screen. We built a whole virtual venue there. It's like a little world. It's amazing. And basically there's also links to like private rooms so people can game in them privately. It's probably the most level of interaction between people I've seen at a virtual thing. It's not like Discord where you can see people on screen, but you're literally walking around and you can bump into people and use your camera and your mic to talk to other people. And what happens when you get close to them, they'll pop up on your screen. It's really cool. So it's under, you'll go to table, if you want to participate, it's $5. It's Sunday, August 1st. So this Sunday. But you have to buy tickets by tomorrow. Because he's going to close out ticket sales tomorrow. I don't know why he doesn't have a way to do last minute things. People show up at the door. But, yeah, hey, why not? I'll mention it now in case anyone's interested. And all proceeds go to the American Cancer Society because we want to murder the hobo cancer. But if not, tune in to our flippin' mini painting smackdown. I think said we'll stream it through here, and then he picks it up and he can stream it back to the actual convention venue too. So I am very excited by this. It's not really speed painting, because it's a 4-hour time limit, and when we can use whatever colors we can use. Basically, we can see what we can do in 4 hours, And there's strategy to picking the mini, because if you pick something too simple, it probably won't win. Granted, if you pick something simple and you go crazy, you know, painting it, if you had put a lot of colors and tons of freehand and things in it, well, that's fine. But if you pick something really simple and you keep it simple, it's probably not going to win. And if you pick something too complicated, you'll never get it done. Alright, Kevin, what you posted? A box of cookies? Oh, yeah. I will post this up. This is funny. So, yeah. I will share this. This is good. So, apparently you roll a d20 for the contents of the box of cookies. If you roll 1 to 19, it's sewing gear. If you roll a nat 20, it's cookies. Well, I mean, every single one of those, it is accurate. Every single one of those, you have to admit, though, at one point, do have cookies in it. But that would be the one on the d20. All right. That's amusing. Oh yeah, if you wanna do memes and jokes and stuff, I am, of course, once again, I don't have I don't have this set as a mature audiences only channel, but feel free to share, especially if it's mini painting humor. Royal Danish containers and Betshell? I don't know Betshell. That must be Canadian. Is it margarine or leftovers? Although in the back of my mind, I feel like I've heard of it. Well, it's like, you know, actually, you could say the same thing about Crown Royal bags. Is it alcohol storage? Or most likely, it's dice. So many people use them for dice containers. I think I even have one kicking around somewhere. I don't use it, although I have bigger bags for my dice, because God knows I need it. I'm a dice goblin. You know, there's another one, Michelle, at some point. That would be a good emote. A dice goblin. Thinking about dice, too, by the way. One of my upcoming things I want to do for the stream. So I got a Clyde mini, like a lot of other people did around here, from Maddoth Productions, who, by the way, is also he's actually a sponsor of the convention. So I have one of those. I picked it up on the Kickstarter. And what I want to do is I want to paint him with the high rollers from Reaper. He's their guardian. I still feel like that in there is something. I'm not sure what, but I feel like it's something. I'm going to highlight these a little more. Oh, son of a... I just realized now, that's probably another one of those freaking flowers. Because there's a center in the middle of it. Ah! I am never going to get away from these flowers. Maybe if I turn this thing around enough times, I'll eventually figure everything out myself. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. What time is it? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Time is flying again. Although, Gareth, I might sneak off tonight. Because, as I've said on here, my other great love, the one thing I really like, okay, work mode's fine. One thing I do like is I love the Olympics. I've mentioned that. So, I'm getting it when I can. Although I could watch all the sports, watch everything on Peacock because that I can get, they've got it all in there for you to stream later. You know what? I think that's also probably a flippin' flower too. It's weird. They've got 3 leaves. I am so tempted to go back and do, maybe pick a different color. Do this one because it's got 3 leaves and make it different than the others. That might be kind of cool. Now that I realize there's so many of them on there, I didn't even dawn on me because they look like just leaves. See those? As I said, it's funny. People painted them as mushrooms, and on other ones they look like mushrooms, but those to me look like leaves. I'm going to leave them. Leave them. Boom, boom. Jury's out. I painted these as leaves, but I kind of wonder if they're supposed to be like the stacked up mushrooms too, like on the other side. There's so much difficult stuff in this. Ugh. I want to be like, I don't want to overthink this. And I feel like I'm totally overthinking this thing. So I'm trying to think of what other color would be good for a flower that fits in with the color harmony of the piece. I think that's one of the reasons why I feel like this is successful. Is a successful piece is because of the color harmony. The eye is carried around nicely, but they put mushrooms in a great spot because your eye goes around to them because it's a nice shot of color that stands out. I'm just so annoyed. What color do I want to do them? We could do opposite colors. I can make them do with yellow petals and purple. Oh, I could do purple insides and yellow petals. Although I wouldn't mind the peanut gallery figure eyes suggestions for colors. I'm always game to hear. So I said I got more flowers than I realized. So what color would you like to see them? Otherwise, I'm going to go probably with yellow petals and purple insides. Or did everybody just go hide? Is everybody working? And that's fine. Alright. Actually, while people are working. Whoops, shoot. Don't ask me what. Why not, Kevin? Is it because you'll just answer red? I just picked up my phone because I'm going to go look on Google Images for something. And at the very top, I see from Jake, I see your stupid frog now. At me? Kidding, of course, but it's crazy how much he just snuck in there. Sorry, not sorry. Well, let's see. So what I asked was, so basically there are more flowers than I realized on this thing. I mean, there's some like these that have got petals going around, but there's some like these that have got like 3. And I'm trying to, and I realize now that the ones down here that I thought were leaves are actually flowers because they got the centers. So I'm trying to figure out what you think. What do you think? I was gonna say put it to chat because sometimes it's fun to ask chat what color things should be. I also think it engages you guys. So I was thinking yellow with a purple center. But if anybody has a better idea of what to paint these two lovelies, and I think I'm going to paint this one, repaint this one up here the same. Any ideas from the peanut gallery? But my favorite place to be, the peanut gallery, actually. That's pretty much what you missed. And then Kevin said, don't ask me what color to paint something. Purple with yellow center. All right. Oh, I go opposite what I said. The bark of the guy is purple, so that's why I was thinking you go with yellow with a purple center. Or the other idea tossed out that is I go the opposite of the actual flowers and I go with, the salmon pink center with yellow, but you know me in purple. You know why I wanted to become a Goblin Supreme Commander? Because I wanted the purple tag. Alright, I'll go with that. So, probably means I'm going to have to do multiple coats of yellow. We all know yellow sucks. It doesn't cover very well. I'm going to go with, actually, this one doesn't cover great, but I'm going to go with this lantern yellow anyways. I like it because it's kind of got a goldish hue to it. I mean, plenty shades of purple. Yeah, true. By the way, are you actually being serious? Do you want me to do? Well, the other problem is too, I get the other flowers already have yellow centers. So I'm thinking of making it different. There's that issue too. I'm running out of room on my palette. I'm going to have to clean my palette after this. Go with the bigger brush. Purple with a shark blue cyan center. That's interesting. I mean, I did paint those because I thought those looked like grapes. I did paint them as purple grapes. Maybe something a little brighter than that. Mix something in with that purple. I've got the clear purple. I have the set that came with the clear purple. Clear purple, magenta, and blue, I think it is. And they're buried at the bottom of my paint thing here. No, that's clear blue. I don't want clear blue. I want clear purple. So I'll start with this, but I'm going to mix it in, I want to lighten it up. I'm going to try that. I actually really like that idea. I don't have a lot of blues on, I don't have a lot of blues on this, so maybe something very blue-green. That would be cool. Oh, what are you posting now? Let's see. Oh, I like that color. Hawk turquoise air. I'm gonna actually, if people want to click on it, they can click on it. It's just a color chip of a really kind of nice turquoise color. It's kind of cool. It's almost like, I think it looks a bit like I want to say peacock green, which is a color unfortunately they don't sell anymore. I'm gonna start with the purple. So I don't have one of those mixers, so I shake everything up myself. But that's fine. I don't have carpal tunnel. Oh, it's an old Citadel color. Oh, that is an old Citadel color? I don't remember that color, but they have a lot of colors. I'm trying to think of what I want to mix into this. I'm going to try red. I'm going to mix a little red into it and make it a little more reddish. We'll see. This is all a grand experiment. Where's my mixing brush? And I may actually add some white. Oh, first I may paint this down as a base color. The one thing about the clears, they do mix well, but I do feel like too they sort of... Alright, so I have an answer to that. I will be. When they reopened the Pledge Manager, and I realized with regret I did not buy the new paint line. The old ones, I mean, Forrester's favorites are all existing paints. Granted, you get them for a good price, but I was like, that's okay. So, but the new ones, who knows when the new ones will be even out. So I was like, all right, I'm definitely going to pick them up. Because I also mentioned the other thing I missed was the disapproving hand. Well, this is the shadow color. I just want to make sure it's not going to blend in, but I am going to definitely brighten this up. This is just the deepest shadow color. Oh, I have the Spectral Glow. Oh, that is such a good color. Yeah, I already own that color. In fact, what did I use it? I've used it on several like undead things already. What the heck was it? I had those. I'm trying to remember if I had those that were like whites or something like that. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's sort of what the direction I thought you were going in. No, I think that'll be cool. Alright, I'll take bleach on in. A lot of times I like to take white and mix white in, but this is close enough to white. Because I'm trying this first. Trying to mix with paint. Yeah, I think that because purple and green go so well together, I think that would be lovely. Because it is a fairly greenish blue. Alright, let's see. I'm sort of having fun kind of just mixing some paint together. I do like it. I don't know if it's bright enough. But it does stand out, and I actually do like it in the scheme of things. I'll just keep lightening it, that's all. I feel like it does need to be a little lighter. I like it though. I mean, for layering up, that's actually not bad. And also the that spectral blue. I will dig that out. That spectral blue will really be a nice shock of color. We'll see how well it matches what I'm doing here, but we'll find out in a couple minutes after I... Oh, that's a little bit too much of a highlight. Damn. I want to be a slight difference here. Of course, I gotta remind myself that colors tend to dry a bit darker than when you apply them. So even if it looks like it's super bright, a lot of times it'll blend right back in. And I sort of am accentuating with some of the lighter color right on top of this because I do want this to kind of stand out a little more than the one that's receding. Now I'm going to go dig that out. Because basically I'm painting one to try it first and see if I like it before I do the whole thing. I'm trying to remember which box it's in. I think it's in my holiday box here. Wait, which one is it? Spectral. Maybe I don't have Spectral. I have Phantom Glow. I thought I had Spectral Glow. I have Runic, Red Neon, and Sorcerer's Mist. Actually, I mean, Phantom Glow is pretty much a cyany blue. I thought I had Spectral. It's not a Pathfinder paint. I can look and see if I do, but I'm pretty sure. Now that I look at it, now I'm pretty sure I don't. So I think I put all these colors together. Ooh, there's Ice Devil Blue too, which is kind of nice. But I think I want to go a little more green. Ow. I mean, unless it's one of the new ones. And that I wouldn't have because it's not out yet. But if it's one of four, there's two. I know there were two sets of paint. There was Forrester's Favorites, which are all existing paints, and then maybe that one I did not get. And then there's the totally brand new paints, which are in the other line, and that's the one I bought. But this is not bad. This is still along the lines of I think what you were thinking. A good cyany, a good cyan blue. My paints are taking over my table here. All right. Let me see if we like this. Because I really love the thought of something vibrant and blue as a shot of color. I'll have to go back and shadow this, but what do you think, Michelle? I mean, that really does give it a nice pop of color. I feel like I need something with that purple, though. I like this purple, though, but I don't know if it's bright enough. But the blue, I do like it together, though. Yes! All right, I have Michelle's approval. So I determined these two things down there are actually more of the same. I'm so mad I didn't realize there were flowers in the first place. I said I'll have to go back and add some shadow to that one a little later. I am definitely looking forward to finishing this thing off and going to something new. I already know what my next thing I want to do on the stream is. It's going to be going back to the original idea of this stream. Make some brighter highlights of purple. I mean, I lightened it up. I'll have to look. I'll look at my colors and see if I got something that actually works. I'm not really succeeding at mixing something. The next thing I think I'm going to start on, I'll be on Monday's stream, because I'm going to probably be busy finishing this on Saturday's stream. It's going to be a Hero Forge mini that I picked up for my Saturday character, Sondiel Nimoroy. I can't even say my own flippin' name. Who is my bard in Rime of the Frost Maiden. And sorry, Reaper, unfortunately, I don't think you didn't really have a violin playing. I know there's a violin playing bard in the WizKids line. I don't remember if there's one of Reaper's. But I really enjoyed I had to make a mini. I had to make a mini for a token to use when we were still playing remotely. So I got a thing for a free mini. It's not really free. I did the Beetle and Grimm's Kickstarter for the Pathfinder 2 Chronicles. Yeah, I'm going to try that, Michelle. I'm going to see if I can find something that's a brighter purple. Right now I'm just trying to mix it, it's just not quite working out the way I'd like it to. What time is it? Okay, 15 minutes. So that'll be next, and she has a really, I will say this, one of the cool features on the Hero Forge one was basically she has this really cool coat that's got, they have like a quilted coat. I'm like, that's perfect for traveling around the north where there's no sun and everything's freezing. She needs a really good winter ensemble. Alright, let me go look through my stuff here and see if I got any brighter purples. Not in that one, I don't. Oops. I'll try the one. So, the thing I've determined about Hero Forge color is that I like to use it to paint over. It's I mean, it's not terrible. All right, let me say that right off the bat. It's not terrible at all, but it's very washed out. I don't like any of these purples. I said one of my clients, and I did post it on my various forms of social media. Did actually hire me to repaint one that he got because he wasn't happy. All right, maybe we can try this. This is a little brighter purple. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think is so great about the color thing, is that it does make it easier for us painters to actually figure out what you want to do. And I'm perfectly fine actually getting exactly that. Getting a picture of what you did. In fact, one of the things I've done for a couple of the games I'm in, that are the public games I'm in, and they wanted to do character art, is I did the characters on Hero Forge and I sent them the color version. Well, yeah, but you know what? You said you can take that if you think it's too washed out. You can paint over it. Plus, the other thing too is this was what he had me do was he wanted to. It said it was a dragonborn, but he wanted to be like a cow patterned dragonborn. So literally, it looked like a cow. I'm gonna try this color. It's a little brighter. But I don't really have any like, neon purples, so. I mean, I do like it. But I thought that was funny that someone actually did have me repaint their mini. But I do agree. I do like it for picking. In fact, I think when I paint up my Sondiel, I probably will have my Hero Forge color somewhere as a reference. It's a little bit brighter. I feel like the brighter purple is going to be magenta. Because you either go more towards red. I actually did add red to this. Don't be afraid to experiment with color. And maybe adding red to the one I'm currently using might brighten it up too. Red will definitely brighten up. Warm colors will make it will make it brighter. Cool colors will cause it to recede. That's pretty bright. So I took a bit of red and I added it to this other color I picked. And it's got a little white in it. Or bleached linen. It's almost time for Garrett's stream. All right. So I have to go in and shadow the middle of that flower, but otherwise, that's not bad. And I started the other one, so I'm going to go down here and do this one. One thing I'm going to have to do after this is I'm going to have to go check the rest of it and see if there's any more things like that that I can possibly paint up as these kind of flowers. It is turning into magenta. Let's face it, bright purple probably is magenta. I'll see you on the other side, Gareth. All right. Alright, is there any other places? Think of something I'm missing as a flower. I want to say no. At least I hope not. I mean, I guess I could technically do this. I only see 3 of them, but who knows? It's kind of hiding. Maybe I will, just to spread the color around. We got 5 minutes left here. Might as well do something like this. Can't see the edge of the flower. My light, my ring light is kind of killing my view. The shadow from the petal is kind of killing my view on where this flower petal actually lands. I think it lands there. All right. I've moved my hand. And so I can steal some more red. Make a highlight color. All right, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And basically just putting this along the edges. Go get a little of my darker color. And I think we're just about there. All right, a little more time. All right, so I'm just gonna dot some on the centers here because I do love the pop of color it's giving me. Ah, hand slipped. That was a blorp, as Anne would say. I might be trying to rush a little bit too, which is probably a bad idea. Because I want to go raiding. I just want to finish this one little bit. And last but not least, cover up that yellow. I think he's coming along. I think I'm very happy with how he's coming along. And that was a really good tip, Michelle. I do like him. I'll do something a little more to make that purple pop a little more. Although, I do think a bright purple is going to be magenta. So, without further ado, that'll be the stream tonight. I hope those of you who are left have a lovely evening. We'll be going off to raid Gareth in a second. I'm going to move this so I don't get my hands into the paint as I type. I'll be back on Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, where I'm going to finish this bad boy up I'll be basing them. And maybe doing a little bit of extra stuff on it that I haven't finished. I'm trying to think. And yeah, it's on Sunday. Stay tuned. All right, nothing is totally set in stone. We have to make sure it all works. But we're going to have that mini painting smackdown at noon Eastern time till 4. And then all of you get out there on Twitter and vote away. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I want to thank people for the bits and the support and the chat, as always. And this time, hopefully, I will actually get the right name in there. Because I went to raid somebody on Monday, and pardon anybody who was here, I typed in the wrong name. From what I've heard from a bunch of other streamers I talked to right after that, happens to everybody. So, rite of passage. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Have an awesome night, and I will hopefully see you guys on Saturday, those of you who can make it. Alright, I gotta figure out what to do about this. Because oh, you dick. Oh, looks good. Oh. Maybe better paint. Maybe better paint. Oh my god, I suck. I can see it actually. Yeah, no, I can actually see, pick up the details. I know, I had... I do, but I'm actually gonna hang out for a little bit and figure out this purple. Oh, did she message it to me? He doesn't sing by my... I don't think he likes me much. And again, I don't think I care. You did. Well, I'm gonna go up and watch, but I do want to, basically I'm right now just working out. Oh. Alright, so what am I gonna grab with me? Alright, I'm gonna go. Also gonna do my daily paint. No, I follow them. Alright, I can figure what I'm bringing with me here. Alright. Time to go upstairs. Oh, I did kill this